Good morning, it's Mike with the 61 Beetle. Like or subscribe if you want to help me get to 1,000 subscribers. This is the second video on my interior that I'm working on. So I got my foam and my scissors and my insulation and all that I'm working on. One thing that I first did here is I put on these little rubber retaining straps. And those are going to go onto some little hooks that will hold the seat back in place. So that was one thing that I ordered. So I've been working in here now. You can see I got my hair dryer. I got my 3M, I'm using 3M 77. And what I've done so far is I've got some foam going across, and I got my foam pillar going down that side, and I'm about to do this foam pillar. So in order to do that, I'm just going to spray the edge of this foam here, and this is what's gonna go along that pillar. So I'm first just gonna go along one edge. I've already sprayed the pillar itself, so I'm gonna go along this edge, and then I'm gonna use the hair dryer and just let this tack up. So this is the edge, the one closest to me, and put on the hair dryer. So this is on hot in terms of the hair dryer. You don't need to do much, you just need to go over it once or twice, and it sticks pretty good. I did this one already, and I decided that the plan that I liked was to go once from the inside of the little grabbers, and then I like to fold it back, and then fold it back a third time. So what I did the first time is I cut this before I folded it back the third time, so I ripped this off, and that's the reason why I'm redoing this now. So basically I'm starting up here right at this gripper, at the inside of the grippers, and at the assist strap hook on the inside of the grippers first, going all the way down. And then, and I'm not sure how far down this needs to go. And then what I did is, on the other side, you can see I folded it twice over, and I ended it right around where that hook is. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. Hopefully this is visible. I can go ahead and cut this off down here. So I have to spray the spray foam. Let's see, this is a little bit of a messy edge here. Should be enough padding in there, and I need to hit this with the hair dryer enough to there's a lot of wrinkles in here, and I don't really know if that's gonna come out, but I've got that I've got to deal with. I'm going to put that same white foam over the entire back window, including covering those grippers, because this is a one-piece headliner, so those back grippers are not used in the one-piece headliner. So I've been having to figure out what's the difference between a one-piece and the normal OEM headliner, and part of it is this entire back section is just covered with one span, so I want to get a kind of a flattish foam into there. So once I get the foam over the back window, I will look and see what I need to do to kind of flatten it all out. So I'm going to turn this off, get this sort of hair dried a little bit, and start thinking about flapping this one over. The other thing I need to do is put in my seatbelt adapter first, so that then I can just make a little slit when I fold over this headliner like this. I'll make a little slit for where that seatbelt bolt is going to go. Okay, so I'm adding my seatbelt adapter now, and I'll just tighten this down as best I can with the big pliers. Because I want it to be flat. Alright, so without trying not to damage this foam, I think I've got the seatbelt adapter in all the way. So now the only thing that I have to do is basically remove that bolt. That's a 16mm. So do like this. Loosen that. Loosen this. Now my seatbelt adapter is in all the way. So I can look at that one over there and just quickly try to do the same thing. Basically, I just want that to be in there tight before I glue down the Alright, so that is down, in and on. So now I can start thinking about, and I'm not sure how long I need to hair dry this for, but I need to basically, probably should wash my hands, start thinking about stretching this over like this, gluing it down. Hopefully I can get the wrinkles out. Alright, so I'm going to use a jute material to cover around the back windshield. So I'm going to make that come right down into here, and it's going to go to there, and so it'll basically go over the well, let's see, maybe I'll just make it go to the inside of these grippers, because I think I'll foam over the grippers. So I'm gonna go ahead and put spray glue on here. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to cut a lot of this out, so not exactly sure where the where exactly this goes, but the only flat line here is really the bottom. So what I'm going to do is first just feed the bottom one, the bottom center, and that's going to go right on the bottom. I'm going to need a fresh blade to cut this material. So it's a little tricky to get it to stay. So I'm going to start cutting this a little bit, and then I think with less weight it's going to stay a little better. All right, so this is the progress so far. So I've got jute padding, and I know there's some people say you should glue it down, you shouldn't glue it down. What I've decided is that if water can settle there, then I don't want it glued down. So I won't glue the pads down here at the bottom, but everywhere where water will not settle, I'm gonna glue it down, which meant I used jute around the rear windshield. I used the jute here over the luggage shelf here, and I'll probably put a little bit more jute here just up over there as a carpet pad, but I'm not going to do it yet until I have the headliner. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to need to glue the headliner down, so I may need to peel that back so I can glue it onto the actual silas or the metal itself. So this is my progress on the jute padding, and I'm about ready to pull these two pillars taut and glue them down. I haven't dared do it yet. Also, I need to research exactly how this glues down up at the top, where I've got I already have foam in place. So, you know, that's progress, but I need to just research how exactly I'm going to do this. So, you know, also I have, you know, this is a carpet. I haven't actually tried to see how any of this stuff fits yet. But if I look, you know, this is a carpet that's going to go in here, and I have not looked at all as to how this goes. For example, this gear shift has to go through this carpet, I guess. But you know, so I cut a hole in that, I guess. So yeah, that's gonna have to, you know, get a hole in it. This goes down like that. I think it's gonna look great. There'll be carpet pad under it, but and that comes up right to the seat, so that's good. But like I said, this needs to have a hole cut in it for the gear shifter. I did not know that. So one thing at a time, but before any of that can go in, you know, I'm gonna need the rest of the silas on there, the sound insulation, the deadener on the vertical part there, and then I'm going to put, you know, I have some fitted carpet pads coming, but then I'm also going to put the jute over top of everything there, hopefully, so that's underneath the carpet itself. So also I have the rear carpet kit as well. So I just got to do one thing at a time and see if I can figure out how these things go in. Okay, just real quick, this is the silas or the Beetle sound deadener, and I kind of patchworked some pieces together up there, but it's all going to be under the carpet. and I had to leave the little holes there for the foot heat, and of course here, and that'll all be under carpet as well. And I got it all over here, leaving the seatbelt holes and the seatbelt brackets down here. So let's see, and then I have my you know, the beginnings of some foam in here. So that's the current progress. I also bracketed down my battery really well here in the back. Not only did I tighten down the bracket really well so that this battery won't go anywhere, but I also had to trim these little rubber guys because there wasn't quite enough space for them to crunch down here in the front. So I trimmed that, cut 2 little slices of rubber off of them, and then fit them down in there with a screwdriver. So, and I zip tied these lines here so that all these electrical lines will not jiggle or do anything weird. And I put my rubber grommets for the side panels here, and of course I have those the foam here in the side. So I'm about ready here to start doing more serious headliner work, and as well as carpet and carpet padding work. I have some fitted carpet pads that are coming, and so I won't actually be able to do anything. Well, I mean, I could try out, you know, getting these, you know, cutting the hole for something like this for the gear shift, because I'm gonna have to do that anyway. But let's see how that fits. I did not realize that I was gonna have to cut a hole in this. But you know, when you put in the carpet like that, all of a sudden it starts looking really good. I do want to get one level of this type of insulation underneath the carpet, because I just think it'll be quieter and deaden the sound. So, okay, that's my I would call that interior stage 2. You know, maybe if there's 5 or 6 stages that I'm gonna go through here, you know, this is a pretty good start. Okay, well, I did the pillars. They're not great, but because they're a little wrinkly, but that's the one pillar, and here is the other pillar. So it, you know, it's not bad, but it's not great. And I've got just a ton of these clips around here while this dries. So now what I can do theoretically is go and get the one-piece top part as the next thing. So I'm going to go get that and see if I can start laying that in place.